Hi everybody, it's time for Bubble Talk with Burge. Are you ready to get burged? I'm so excited to bring this to you today because we're about to do our very last Essence of Being class this year in Atlanta this weekend. So if you haven't jumped on board yet, this is your last chance this year because next year is going to look entirely different. So I invite all of you to come and play. Hi Adam. I invite all of you to come and play with us this weekend. Hi Karen. Also, next weekend, I'll be in Orlando at the Women's Prosperity Network Conference, WPN, the Unconference. So you can go check us out, me, essenceofbeing.com, and burgesmithlyons.com. And certainly next week, if you decide to come to Orlando, I'd love to see you there. That's going to be womensprosperityNetwork.com. So I just wanted to give you the heads up that you have two opportunities to come emerge with Burge. Oh, okay. So today's a Purple Hat Day. Yay. And welcome to Bubble Talk. So are you ready to get burged? I hope so, because I'm ready. And I have big announcements to make coming up. So don't tell anybody, but things are going to be a lot different next year. And I'll be telling you about that at some point soon. So just know that it's really exciting. And as with anything, Bubble Talk with Burge, remember, it's the bubble talk is that subconscious thought that keeps you from getting what you want. It's like the little bubble above your head, and now you can see it. Bubble Talk, yay! I've got it so you can figure out. Here it is, yes. So basically, what is your bubble talk is that subconscious thought. It's like the little bubble above the head of a cartoon character, and that's what you're thinking in your subconscious. So sometimes it's not aligned with what your conscious thought is, okay? And therefore, many of us do affirmations, many of us have intentions, we intentionalize, we visualize, and a lot of times it happens and things create automatically, and sometimes not so much as quickly as we'd like, right? Hi, who's that? That's Mary. Hi, Mary. Hi, it's a Hadia. Oh, Hadia. Welcome. So what we're going to do, as always, every Tuesday and Friday is we pull a card. Now, this Friday, I will be teaching Essence of Being in Atlanta, our last one. So I won't be on live with Bubble Talk with Burge, but we will have a live experience for you to kind of look in on what we're doing this Friday at our last Essence of Being in Atlanta, or this year, okay? But for now, what I want us to do is we're going to pull a card from my Bubble Talk, my Essence of Being deck. And these are oracle cards. These are intuition cards. These are focus cards so that you can be inspired and have something perhaps to focus on the rest of this week that may come up for you that might help you in giving you what you want more of. And remember, we are building a global movement, the most powerful global movement of conscious leaders, empowering others to create a win-win world. And you are that leader. You're the courageous, conscious leader, whether you're a leader of one, whether you're a leader of your company, whether you're a leader of a business, whether you're a leader of your division, whether you're a leader of your family, or whether you're just the leader in general in the world, okay, in your own life. So this is for you. So this is what we're creating together, and this is what we're building. So I invite all of you to step on board and say, yes, I have a voice, I am a leader, and I choose to be courageous. And we'll go into all of that about what is a courageous leader? What does a conscious leader mean? And how do I do that? How can I be the leader of my own life? So you have to have a lot of different qualities and aspects about you that you connect with, and that you do so on a conscious level, okay? So the more conscious you are, the better leader you are, yes? The better human being you are, yes? Because you make a difference in the world. And that is my main message for all of us, is that you make a difference, that you matter, that you're important. And so for the rest of this week, I want you to really concentrate on that. Hi, Mary. I'll see you at the Unconference. I won't see you in Atlanta, I guess, this weekend. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at all the loving hearts. Love, love, love. What we're going to do is we're going to pull a card. So let's pull our most precious card from our Essence of Being deck with my purple hat. Today's Purple Hat Day. Those of you, we have to put some joy and love and happiness and excitement in our life. Let's see what I pulled. Okay, so now that you can read it, let me see if I can, okay. Can you read that? Let's see. I don't know there if you can read it or not because of the light glare. But it says, hey Paulette, the point of power is in the present. So that's what, I pulled that for all of us this week, all right? The point of power is in the present. So the past is behind us, the future is not yet written, and the present is a gift. That's why they call it a present. It is only in the present moment that you can change your life. By changing your mind and then your actions right now, you have the power to change your life. Many of us feel like we don't have the power, or maybe thinking we've lost our power to change things, or maybe we've lost faith in ourselves or others or the universe. And therefore we either give up or we fold down or we turn our brightness down. So this is to remind us that the point of power is in the present moment, not the past, not the future, meaning that if you're always anxious, hi Ania, are you in Africa right now, or are you in England? So it's not the present moment, not the future moment, that like if you're feeling anxious or worried or tense, that's the future. If you're feeling sad or remorse or grief or just feeling anything from the past, like that you'll never make it, okay? If you're feeling bitter, resentment, those types of things, that's from the past, okay? So the point of power to change something, to make a difference, to say no more, is in this present moment, right now, right this moment. So just notice, I'm going to challenge all of us this week to notice, when am I in the present moment? Am I in my future mind or in my past mind? Because to change something, if you're in the future, it's hard to do that. To change something from the past, if you're living in the past, it's hard to do that. So the consciousness of being a conscious leader, that courageous conscious leader I was talking about, hi honey, hi Nia, is being able to be present, to be in that present moment, to make decisions from your present centered self, okay? So the point of power can be, and what I mean by power is the power to make a change, the power to create. I don't know about you, but if I'm all in my crap, right? If I'm sitting around really worried and tense and anxious about what's going to happen, all the what ifs, which I tend to do at times, if I'm doing all of that, it's hard to create from that place. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? What if this happens? What if this doesn't happen? That's all future. So it's really hard to create from that place of not knowing. So if you're thinking in the past of just being, like I said, bitter or hanging on to something or having a grievance, that keeps you stuck back there. All the prana, all that life force that can come in, it's going backwards. So we are feeling tired maybe, or dragging it because we just don't know what to do next. So if you're back there in that past moment, then it's really difficult to really create from there too, isn't it? It's difficult. So my suggestion is this week, just notice every time you are feeling like you're thinking in the future or thinking in the past. And you let your guides be your emotions. Your emotions are your guides. Your emotions will tell you, where's my mind? Am I in the present moment or not? And so from that present moment, you can create so much more. And in order to do that, hi Jamie, you have to be totally connected. In the moment, you have control. You have control of your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions. You do. If you're feeling out of control about anything in your life, and certainly as a leader, okay, if you are feeling out of control, one of the best ways to get control is to come back to center, take those 10 deep breaths. I tell everybody, just take 10 deep breaths. Come back to center. Come back to your present moment and say, you know what? I'm going to choose to appreciate something about my present moment right now, even though you might be in a traffic jam, even though you might have a project that's due, even though your kids are driving you crazy, even though you're not sure how you're going to get to someplace, okay, or you're not sure how to pay a bill, or You're not sure, how am I going to keep my business running? Okay? Even though any of those kind of things happen, we think it's happening to us, right? So if we could just take control of how we feel, think, and believe, then our actions we can shift, okay? That comes from within. So the point of power really is in that present moment, is if things are out of control, just say, you know what? I'm going to take a breath. I choose to feel. I choose to think. I choose to be present so that I can create from this place instead of how I was feeling a second ago. Okay? So from that moment of choice, from that moment of presence, we can shift anything. You might be caught up in some kind of whirlwind of, the hurricane. Or you might be looking on TV and you're seeing all this stuff about things that are happening in the world, about women not having a voice, about men being overbearing, or vice versa. If we can just combine all of that and just let the panic and the pain of all of that shift within ourselves, then we can create something anew. Because remember, my mission and your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to create a win-win world. Now, how can we do that if we're constantly not in the present moment, or if we're constantly blaming other people or shaming ourselves or making excuses? Okay? So my suggestion is, all of you conscious leaders out there, to be courageous, be fearless in your capacity to say, no, I have a voice and I choose to believe what I believe and how I think and how I feel, without judgment for yourself or others. Okay? Being not shaming yourself for not being in a different place than you think you should be. Don't should on yourself, because it gets messy. Okay? And that's also not being present when you're shoulding on yourself. So again, the point of power is in the present. That is what I encourage all of us to live this week. And please come to our last Essence of Being this year in Atlanta this weekend. And of course, next weekend, on October 12th through the 15th, I'll be in Orlando at the Women's Prosperity Network conference, the Unconference, and I'll be there speaking to you about being a leader and being conscious and really becoming more and more involved in this global movement of conscious leaders empowering others so that we can create that win-win world that we need so much. But it starts here, and it starts here. So until then, you have been Burged and Emerge with Burge. And share this, like it, tell everybody you know, and until I see you next time, you've been Burged.